My EMT instructor got called to a call once. Somebody got hit by lightning.
No way.
It stopped his heart. He went to his car before he died. Put his hands on his car. The lightning struck his car, restarted his heart, and he was fine. So because he got hit by that second strike of lightning, he lived.
So he literally your EMT guy and your EMT guy knows someone who got struck by lightning twice.
The most genuinely American of all watercraft, the canoe.
What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 7 of Canoecast. I'm your host, Jack.
And Matt.
And we're going to just jump right into it. So, this past weekend was July 4th.
Yeah.
Would you like to sing the national anthem with me?
No.
Okay.
I probably don't even remember it.
You don't even know the
Well, I probably would, but off the top of my head, no.
How does it go? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, you may be seated. Does this remind you of elementary school?
That's the national anthem. That's that's pledge.
What?
Isn't that the pledge?
Yeah, the pledge of the Pledge of Allegiance. Yeah, same shit.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. We're a little bit late to the game, but this is released after July 4th, and we didn't pay homage last week, so
yeah,
happy birthday, America.
Oh yeah, and Canada, July 1st.
And Canada.
Yep.
Shout out.
Mm-hmm.
How was your weekend?
Very boring. I did plumbing all day on July 4th.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, dude. Cutting PVC pipes, drilling holes into my wall.
Trying to speed up the process of the house.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Taking way too long. I feel like we harp on it every episode.
Well, yeah, we need to stop. But I do every weekend. I do sit for it. It's like, what'd you do last weekend?
What'd you do last weekend? Was working on the house.
I'm trying to make I have a bunch of wood in the back. I'm trying to make either a bar or a table with it.
Ooh, you should make a bar.
That's what I'm thinking.
I'd help. I want to help make something.
I think
Let's do a craft.
I might have enough wood to also make a workbench, so I might do that as well. But yeah.
You make the workbench, and then you make the bar with the workbench. How about that?
Yeah, I want to make a...
You can make a desk for a gaming setup, like a nice desk.
I already have
some leftover wood.
Though. Yeah,
well, how nice is your desk?
It's a nice IKEA desk.
Do you have a good setup at home?
Oh yeah.
You do?
It's IKEA? A huge desk, yeah.
Doesn't IKEA shit fall apart?
No, this one's fine. I mean, it only has 2 monitors on it. What is that, 4 pounds?
That's not terrible.
Yeah.
How's your shit set up? Do you have one of those monitor stands, or do you have 2 on the table?
I think I have 2 with monitor stands. So they have the little tripods, and then they have the extension, and then monitor.
Okay.
And I can angle them.
You can move them where the fuck you want.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, one of them twists sideways too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's get into some topical shit.
Yeah, that wasn't very meaty. Let's get into the meaty shit.
Let's get into the meaty shit. So, I want to organize an event with the boys to go and support our buddy John, who, by the way, makes the intro for the podcast. Shout out, John.
Oh, you want to go to the Shakespeare thing?
Yeah, I want to go to the Shakespeare play.
He told me who he was playing, but I completely forgot.
I think it's Domino or something. It's some one of those names.
Yeah.
So it's I can't remember the name, unfortunately. It's a Shakespeare play.
We'll just call
it's
him
outdoors, and we can get drunk.
We'll just call him Bippy for now.
Bippy from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Shakespeare version.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're gonna go. We're gonna go and we're gonna pregame that. I told Ray I'd drive if he gets blackout.
If he gets blackout?
Yeah, my buddy Ray. We're gonna bring a couple of the guys. We gotta support. We gotta show love to the homies. If John's making the intro music to this, we at least gotta go and show some support and cheer for him.
We tried to shout out his Instagram. It probably changed since last time too.
Yeah, well I know what it is. It's still Sawyer 09 underscore. There we go. 09? It hasn't changed in a week. So
09 and then an underscore?
Yeah.
What the heck?
And shout out my Instagram at Carney Jack Ryan.
Yeah, shout out mine. You'll never know until the face reveal.
when he comes out as trans.
Except every time
woman.
Zach adds me when he puts out the Canoecast episode. But nobody knows. Don't follow the steps.
It's just the locals, just the people that I know. Speaking of coming out as your trans whatever for face reveal.
My drag queen face reveal.
Yeah, your drag queen face reveal.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really good this is gonna be a really weird transition, hard transition.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really good at kicking, and I want to be a Rockette, but you have to be a woman.
You have to be a woman?
I want to be the first trans Rockette.
I think they definitely have that.
Because I could just
I like how the Rockettes outfits are like very similar to like the Magician's helpers with like the like the tight latex and then like the leggings, fishnets that they wear, and it's like the same outfit
for like everything.
Yeah.
They only do don't they only do like the Christmas stuff?
Yeah. My mom used to be friends with some Rockettes.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay. Do you know anything about them? Like, were you guys like good friends? Did you like hang out with them? Did they kick in front of you?
No, this is like before I was born. This is like when she was like
You totally just blue balled me on that story.
You ever watch is it Mad Men? You know, the marketing, like the television and like
Maybe.
advertising?
Yeah.
She did that in college, and she kind of did that for her job at a certain point, so that's how she knew the Rockettes.
Your mom was like in advertising?
Yeah.
Oh,
for
cool.
a bit, yeah.
Nice.
And she became a teaching assistant.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that's how she met Rockettes, through advertising. I guess her advertising agency worked with the Rockettes.
Yeah, I probably.
Something like that. Or a manager, something or other. Or maybe it was your neighbor. Who fucking knows?
Yeah. So I didn't have more details for you. I could have given you like.
Have you ever been to like the Rockette show? Like
no,
the night
no,
before
no.
Christmas thing or whatever that shit's called?
I haven't even gone skating on that rink in the city that everybody's like gone skating on.
You haven't gone there?
No, like literally everybody's been on it.
I think I went when I was a kid. I haven't gone recently. But I haven't done this either. If you go with your girlfriend or significant other to the Christmas tree lighting, you just get that one photo that everybody posts.
Yep.
Like once a year. It's fucking basic as hell, but
I want to go to that one staircase that goes up in like an oval and it just keeps going up. And
I've actually been there.
Yeah.
I went on a date there once.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to go because everybody posted it like for a year. I'm like, I don't want to be part of the it crowd. I want to be after.
It's cool because if you go there during the sunset, you actually get a pretty nice view.
Yeah.
Of the sunset. It's the sun setting over New Jersey, and it's not the best location because it's opposite of that really nice mall, but it's also like right over a train yard, so it's pretty noisy.
Dude, I hate people who took the photos at the bottom. I'm like, go up to the top.
Yeah,
or like,
what's the
take a
point?
picture of you climbing up and looking like not a picture of like, hey, I'm at the bottom. Maybe I'll climb it, and then not take any other pictures. Be like, well, I guess you didn't climb it. I don't know.
A lot of people take pictures at the bottom though, like of the actual structure, because there's like a light thing that shoots light up into the structure. It's pretty cool. It's just like one of those endless staircases. Like, what are those things called? Where like, it's the shape, and the shape continues, and it looks like it's endlessly going up. Yeah,
that like,
you know what that's called?
Every TV show references it. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Futurama, like Simpsons, everything references it. The ones that like it goes sideways and then down, and then you go through a door and you're on like another part of it, and you're falling down, and you're like.
No, I'm talking about it's like this. Dude, I gotta look it up, but I know exactly what you're talking about. I in architecture school, I went and took a couple different art classes, and I studied that artist that does the juxtaposition of like the staircases, and like the staircases just go in like a bunch of different directions.
Yeah,
I could look into that. I'm not really sure who that is off the top of my head.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. All right. Well, pretty cool artist. I haven't been keeping up on my art. I do follow a lot of artists on my Instagram.
Really?
Yeah. I like art. I like following like architecture. When you get those stories where it's like, pick this one or this one, and it's like two different bathrooms or like two different houses. Like, oh, would you rather live here or here? It's pretty cool. I like seeing the different designs. There was actually this one like pretty interesting looking thing. It's let me see if I could pull it up because I sent it to my friends. It kind of looks like a hairy ball sack. I want your take on this.
Oh,
it's called
my area of expertise.
Yeah, exactly. It's called the Shell House in Ukraine. Like, this is
Oh yeah, it does. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it does kind of look like a hairy ball sack
with a silver lining in the middle.
If you guys want to be in the know, I follow this page on Instagram called Architect and Design, and it was 2 days ago from the time we're recording this. So what, like the 4th? It was on July 4th. They posted this hairy ball sack house.
Happy 4th, baby.
Happy 4th, baby.
Nothing
ball
says America
out.
like a ball sack house, dude. Hasn't lighting that on fire?
Yeah, I mean that's
with fireworks.
Probably pretty flammable. It's made out of glue lam, like wood, when the wood's like attached together. I'm talking about too much architecture. I'm getting real nerdy on this podcast.
Don't worry. Back to Instagram art though. I can't.
Yeah. Do you follow any?
I do, but mine is more like nerdy shit. So I follow artists who made like magic cards, but also do art for like book covers, like all that stuff. So
like more anime type.
No.
Artists? No. I follow obviously, you know Atacon.
Yeah.
Atacon likes all this like random shit on like Instagram. Shout out Atacon. And a lot of it is anime artists. I thought that's what you're gonna go down the hole of.
No, I'm not Atacon. I mean, I love you, Atacon, but I don't want that like literally
more like brutal.
I don't want to be swimming through it in Instagram, you know.
Brutal like warriors, like, you know,
like
Magic the Gathering.
Like imagine those old library books you saw with like the barbarian on the front for like a really city sci-fi. It's like that's the artist, but that's not like all he does. You know, he does a bunch of other art too.
Like Animorphs.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't follow that guy. I should.
You should
follow that
yeah,
guy.
You should. If you were gonna be an Animorph, what would you transform into? You kind of look like a baby werewolf, so I'd probably say that.
A baby
like
werewolf?
You turn into a wolf.
A wolf?
It's pretty badass.
I'll be like that guy in that one YouTube video. I'm a wolf. Spiritually and mentally, I'm a wolf. But my body is human.
Have you heard of that guy that was actually like raised by wolves? Like that kid? Was that real? Was that debunked? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Like recently? Because
I
know,
had to be like 5 years ago.
I know there's also like lore in like Rome and Sparta where it's like he was raised by wolves and he came back stronger.
This was like some kid who was just in the wilderness and apparently was raised by wolves, and he would like howl and shit. No, you don't know what I'm talking about?
No.
Fuck, dude.
See, when you
wish I could pull this up. We need a third person to pull this stuff up.
When you said that, I thought about the two kids that were like found caged up in a basement and they had like hair covering their faces.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They were kids?
Yeah, they were like young. They were like, but they just didn't. They like never left the basement, so they just grew facial hair and it was unkempt.
Well, they must have been like in their teens then if they had facial hair.
Oh yeah, they were. Yeah.
Wow. How long were they down there?
I don't know. This is like years ago.
Shout out all our people in captivity.
Yeah. If you're listening, trapped in a basement, shout out to the guy who's
No. Shout out to all the survivors, man. We're not shouting out to all the fucking creeps.
Hey man, a view is a view, you know.
That's true. shout out creeps too.
Yeah.
We don't discriminate against your creepiness.
Shout out the weirdos, the wallflowers.
You're a little bit of a weirdo.
I am a weirdo.
But you never told me what's my Animorph.
Your Animorph?
Yeah, come on. You got to give me an Animorph. What is it?
Probably. Oh, you know what you might actually be? A pangolier.
What the fuck is that? That's like the most obscure animal. I literally don't know what that is.
You don't know what a pangolier is?
No, I don't know what a pangolier is.
Look it up.
I literally gotta look it up.
Okay. Either that or God, what else would you be?
What is it? What's a pangolier? Tell me.
It's like
dude, that's literally a Dota character. That's not a fucking animal.
Oh, I thought it was based off an animal.
Yeah. So what is it? What is he? A panda?
No, it's a desert animal that like has a hard shell and it walks on two legs and it has arms. I don't know what else what do you think your animal would be? Don't ask me. Maybe a seal?
A seal?
Maybe a seal?
Maybe a fat seal?
Not fat, come on.
Well, the one with like the tusks? Or like the elephant
a walrus? Nose? Oh, like an elephant seal?
An elephant seal.
Oh, dude.
Those things are fucking big.
Yeah, they're dangerous too.
They are?
Mm-hmm.
Do they kill people?
They hurt people, yeah.
Oh shit! How many people do you think die to elephant seals a year?
Nah, nowhere near as much as hippopotamuses. Probably less than lightning too. Cause what you have to be like in the water for them to get you. Like if they're just flopping at you on land, you could just outwalk them.
Elephant seals, dude. These things are freaking weird. Like, what came first, the elephant or the elephant seal? Probably the elephant seal, right? They're not gonna call. They definitely didn't know elephant seals before elephants, man. People were riding elephants way long ago.
Well, it's also a topography. What like is the people who like live in Africa and know elephants also close to elephant seals? Like, you know, or were they named separately?
I think that they're like off the west coast. Like they're not even near Africa.
Like off California?
Yeah.
Really?
Like closer to Alaska. Like under that where the bridge was across Russia. What was that thing called? The land bridge?
The land bridge, yeah.
Yeah. It's basically like all under that. And I guess it would reach towards Hawaii. I've never been. I don't really know where it is in like the middle of the Pacific, but this is pretty interesting, man.
Yeah,
so they give birth in California and Baja and in the Gulf of Alaska. They they only live for about like 13 years. That's a pretty short life. Those things get fucking big for 13-year-olds.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like 13-year-olds nowadays if they were like the size of elephant seals?
And they were like, well, I'm checking out today. Today's my last day of living. I'm 13 years old in 5 days.
Well, that's what it was like back in the day, man. When we were like hunter-gatherer civilizations, we were just like...
Of course, and also disease and everything.
True. We didn't have medicine.
I recently saw something, and it was a plaque block from the 1666.
The hell is that?
So they had them on street corners, right? And there's indentation on the top, and they'd put vinegar or water in it to wash your hands and like clean your money in, as like a way of.
Oh, like the plague?
Yeah.
A plaque block? That's what you called it?
No, it was called plague block.
Oh, plague block.
But it just said plague and then the year. But yeah, what they would do is they would clean their hands. It was like a sanitation station that didn't work because there was vinegar and like water. But
yeah, that doesn't sound like it's the cleanest thing to put your hands in.
Yeah, but hey, it said that they believed in sanitation a little bit.
That's just old school science, man. They get shit wrong all the time.
Bloodletting?
Shout out. What is that?
Yo, wait, you don't even know about bloodletting
was
and leeches?
Was that when they... Okay, hold on. If I had to guess, bloodletting, that sounds like when they just let the blood like drain out of your body and like you're supposed to like...
And now what profession do you think did that?
Do
you think surgeon? Doctor?
The people with the bird mask?
No, it's barbers.
Barbers?
Barbers did bloodletting and leeching.
No way.
Yeah, they did standard surgeries back in the day.
That's crazy. So the guys that also cut your hair were doing major surgeries?
Well, minor surgeries.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But like bloodletting, leeches, like broken bones. I'm not 100% sure.
So leeches, they would like put them on your body and they would suck the blood?
Yeah, they'd suck. Because, well, in those days, they believed in, oh God, this is going to get into medieval, but they believed in, like, seasonal sicknesses and, like,
well, that's pretty advanced because like there are like seasonal allergies and like the flu only comes around during the spring and the fall because that's when people go inside.
You say that, but they also base it off like I forget the wording for it, but like imagine a different type of like mucus or like sickness that you get per season because of the time of year that it is, and the leeches are used to get it out of your system. Same thing with the blood; you let the bad blood out. So the kid, yeah,
that's crazy.
So it wasn't too advanced.
It sounds more like witchcraft than like actual science.
Well, you probably believe to be more of a witch if you told them to like lay in bed and drink tea the entire day. They'd be like, "What are you, a witch or something?"
How the fuck do you know that?
Yeah, cast a spell on me. I'm not losing any blood. How am I being healed?
Jesus, I don't know. Why did witches get such a bad rep? They were like, were they just ugly people? I'm just being honest.
I would have been a witch a long time ago.
Oh man, don't say that.
A sorcerer.
Maybe the way you look now, but if you were a little bit more clean shaven and got a haircut after you donate all your locks.
Soon I could donate my hair. Soon, then I could not look like a homeless man.
Homeless witch.
Yeah, dude. I gotta trim my beard too. It's growing kind of scraggly.
It's growing pretty quick.
Like stray hairs. Yeah. I might leave it for a bit, see if it gets higher, because I want to get a higher cheek line on the beard.
Okay.
Yeah, but
you should use some of that, like, the beard oil that makes it, like, come out thicker.
Yeah, and rounder, yeah. I might.
Just try it. Or you know what they do? You know that, like, hair stuff on your head? You use it on your face.
Like,
the
conditioner?
alopecia thing?
Alopecia?
Is that what it's called?
Alopecia is the loss of hair.
Yeah, there's like an or maybe like a hair growth hormone thing.
Shout out to my Big. He has alopecia.
Yes, shout out Big. Shout out.
Yeah, I know a lot of people I know have alopecia.
Jeez.
Yeah, they called him patches in high school because of it.
Patches?
Yeah, because his hair grew in patches.
Oh my God, that's fucked up.
He was a
he didn't just shave his head.
No, he didn't do it until after high school.
Come on.
Yeah, I know.
That's sad.
I want to see pictures. He's like, yeah, they called me Patches because I had like just segments of hair and like just bald spots. I'm like, oh,
damn.
That's yeah.
Thank God for my genes that I'm not balding.
Yeah, same. I could grow long hair.
Also shout out bald people. Bald people, no hate. We love bald people.
Oh yeah, my uncle's bald by choice.
Oh yeah,
it's a good look if you can pull it off.
Yeah, but by choice, so he can grow out hair, but he just decides to be bald.
He looks better bald. I think
he does.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
he pulls off the look very well.
Does he have the widow's peak? I know a lot of people with widow's peaks that go bald.
I don't think so. Well, he's been bald the entire time I've been like alive.
Oh, okay.
So I can't really be like, oh yeah, he had a widow's peak before that. I have no idea.
Is there some kind of like weird control over like your hair where you can grow it, but you just want to be bald? Because I know that there were some soccer players that decided to eventually grow out their hair, and they look better with hair than without.
Oh yeah, he told me it's purely for aerodynamics.
Like speed.
Yeah. I'm just kidding.
Speaking of aerodynamics, someone who's a little bit of a nut, my aunt's boyfriend, he always tests his jeans before he buys them in the store to see if he could like jump over a fence with them.
So he runs out of the store. He's like, "Hold on, I gotta jump a fence quick."
No. He just in the store. He just does like a squatting jump.
Oh,
like gets in position where he would like jump a fence.
I thought you could be like, yeah, he climbs his way out of the changing booth. He puts them on, locks the door, climbs out, climbs back in. If the pants are still intact, he's fine.
He finds the nearest shelf and tries to vault it.
I know a girl who did that in college. Every time she put on skinny jeans, she just like squat for like 10 minutes. She's like, I gotta make sure they're loose and ready to go. I'm like, lady, you're just squatting like in the middle of a Target in skinny jeans. I'm like, what are you doing?
Jesus, there's kids around, lady.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah, so he's a bit of a character. Speaking of that guy, so my sister's grad party a couple weeks ago, I got into like this hour-long conversation with him because he loves to go on these like apps and like the Facebook Marketplace and search for really good deals. And he told me about this gym equipment place that I actually should recommend to you. I don't know if you already know about it. He sent the picture of it to me. I could pull it up. But
I need a squat rack and the Olympic bar.
Basically,
weights, yeah.
He goes on this website that I took a photo of, and he gets gym equipment for like, I don't even know. It's like partially used. It's just super cheap. He said like there was a $4,000 bike that went for like, I don't know, a couple $100.
Yeah, fucking give
like
me that.
$600.
Give me that. I get a squat
it's
rack.
It's called Pro. Shout out Pro Gym Supply.
Pro Gym Supply.
Yeah, Pro Gym Supply.
Look
that up. Yeah, write that down. So if you want,
write that down.
Yeah, this is our first ad ever that we're not getting paid for. Pro Gym Supply. So they have like actual shit that you can like work out with there. They have like real machines, and then they have like used stuff, and it's lightly used. They're just trying to resell it. They have dumbbells, like everything you can imagine. They have like, I don't know if they have those Pelotons and shit, but they got the good stuff. So yeah, I bought that stationary bike over there in the corner.
Yeah.
And I use it every once in a while, but he's like, yeah, man, you should have told me, and I would have looked out for one for you and told you about it, because that one cost me like $200 on Amazon, and that shit's gonna break like any day. But you know, you could buy like a $4,000 bike for like $1,100 or like $800, and either go and resell it for a little bit more to some dumbass that didn't know about this thing in the first place, or
Yeah, you gotta get. I should get one of those new, like the fancy treadmills that curve like a U, and you power it yourself by running. Yeah.
Oh, I know. My aunt has one of those. Again, he found it off of that thing, that Pro Supply.
Yeah.
It like propels itself.
Yeah,
it goes
good.
really quick.
Oh yeah, you control the speed. You go faster than a treadmill if you could run faster than a treadmill.
They live in a giant home, and there's only 2 of them and a German Shepherd.
It's in New York.
4 stories. No, it's in New Jersey.
I was about to say
it's in Orange County, New Jersey.
Oh yeah, I hate New Jersey.
Yeah, New Jersey's gross.
I mean, like I've been there to visit, and it's like they're nice areas, but too few and too thin. And sorry if you live in New Jersey, but
yeah, no hate to any of our viewers if you happen to stumble upon this and you're from New Jersey.
Yeah.
You know,
I understand that you're trying to get out.
Yeah.
Listen, I understand the times are tough. and you just kind of
taxes
stuck
are good there though. They're better than New York, I think.
Well, of course, it's New Jersey.
Yeah, man. That's what people they go there and then they commute to the city.
Yeah,
that's the appeal. You don't want to live in New York because of the fucking taxes, but you still want to work there.
I think my next door neighbor is like his office is in New Jersey. I'm like, you drive to New Jersey like all the fucking time? Like, what the fuck?
That sucks.
Driving like 6
the
hours
commute's
a day?
Trash.
Yeah, no.
It sucks. Driving through the city is the worst.
Driving like 12 hours a day. I'm like, ooh, sorry.
Yeah, not a fan of that. You don't have to commute anymore, though.
I don't, yeah.
I'm so fucking jealous that you're just sitting at home all day.
Oh, yeah, dude. I don't even have to turn my camera on for meetings anymore.
Really?
Yeah, because nobody does it.
That's ridiculous.
It's so nice, yeah.
So you must have, like, no work friends anymore. Like, did you have any to begin with?
I have work friends, yeah. So I have 2 of them because only 2 of them are my age, and the other ones are, like, older. And not that I have a problem, but, like, when you have that much of an age gap, it's kind of hard to, like the same things, bond over stuff.
Yeah, no, I agree. And, when people are older, they totally just, like, shit on your opinion because you're just young and, like, stupid and don't really know anything.
Oh, yeah. But I know more than them. I always know more than everybody.
Speaking of work, I have a... Do you think you could be your own boss?
Be my own boss?
Yeah, like...
Yeah.
You think so? You think you have the work ethic?
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
I'm just, So, why do you think that?
Well...
Elaborate.
So, is it for, like, my own company? Like,
yeah, do you think you could, like, start up a company and, like, have people underneath you and, like, produce work?
100%.
Okay.
Because that's my money making money.
What would you do?
Well, what would my company be?
Pitch me a startup company right now.
All right, me and Goon, we're gonna make alcohol. We're gonna make liquors.
That's a very saturated market.
Oh yeah. Well, no, not liquors. Not too many liquors out there.
What do you mean?
Like how many whiskey brands could you name off the top of your head?
Proper 12, Irish whiskey,
New Viff, Macallan.
Don't know what that is.
Okay.
I mean, you really put me on the spot here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I can't name a lot.
Exactly.
I'm not a whiskey drinker.
There's
though.
a lot
if
more,
I was a whiskey drinker, I'd be able to.
There's a lot more beers.
Tullamore Dew, isn't that that's a whiskey? I drink that.
There's a lot more beers and ciders and what is Voodoo Ranger? That's an IPA.
Yeah,
IPAs on the market.
IPAs.
Yeah. Then like
the seltzer market's getting super saturated.
Yeah,
everybody's making seltzer.
Yeah, even Cactus Jack.
Yeah, even rappers are making seltzer. Yep. It's like the old thing used to be, oh, I have a vodka company or I have a wine, and now it's like I have a seltzer.
Oh my god, wine is saturated. Like if you go to wineries, they're like, oh, we all have our own separate wines. It's like, well, if I toss a rock from one winery, I'm probably gonna hit another one.
Probably. Yeah. Well, out east, yeah, you are. Definitely. Yeah. So yeah, you could be your own boss.
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
I don't know if I could. Maybe if I like shared the responsibility with someone.
Really?
I mean, I'm basically the boss of this. I'm the boss of this podcast. I boss you around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't force you to do this with me. You wanted to, but
I'm pretty sure
I could have forced you. Did I force you? Did I hold you down and make you buy the podcast equipment?
You made a deadline, and we had to make the first episode by.
Well, I did make a deadline, but you could have backed out. You didn't have to.
Yeah. I mean, this is fine. It's a nice little hobby to do.
Yeah, we're just we're chugging along here.
And also, I'm okay with being
fun.
The rebellious, employee.
The rebellious employee that goes against his company and makes content.
Oh yeah.
You're not in the same space as as your job though. We're not talking about vitamins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I meant for the podcast.
Yeah.
No, I would never rebel against my company.
Exactly.
They give me too many discounts. I don't like them.
Imagine we were just a podcast about like the vitamin shop. My girlfriend has a ridiculous anger towards the word shop when it ends in an E.
SOPPE?
Yeah.
Yep.
She hates it.
Vitamins. So she hates vitamin shop.
Yes. Vitamin shop. Hates that.
Is it is there a correct way? Is it SHOP? Does it just not
I don't
matter?
know. I'm going to find out right now. Why is it SHOPPE? Why?
Maybe it's like a different language. Like fence.
Yeah, why? Let me look this up. Why is it spelled
Black cherry
shop? Yeah, you got that black cherry over there. Shop is an archaic spelling. Okay, well, I'm just saying the same word. Shop with an E is an archaic spelling of shop and is used only in proper names of places wanting to sound quaint and old-fashioned. The pop shop with an E and the medicine shop with an E are a couple of Canadian examples. Store, a place to purchase things. Shop, I think, primarily is used as a short form of workshop.
Workshop?
Yeah, like a workshop.
Oh, okay.
So like Stop and Shop should really be like stop and come here and work.
Stop and shoppe.
Stop and shoppy. Why is shop sometimes spelled shop? These are the questions that people aren't asking enough.
These are the questions nobody wants to know, but we're asking them.
Yeah. Why is it shop? Yeah, it's the middle English variation. So I guess like, you know, those people across the sea that we fucking kick their ass. Yeah, that's why 4th of July is a thing, motherfucker.
Yeah, just I guess at Britain. I mean, he said over the sea that's a lot of people, but 4th of July is just Britain.
What?
4th of July is just Britain. We didn't really fight it for every other country.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Don't worry about it.
Come on, man. America. We're the most important.
Did you see that guy on Instagram? He's just lifting weights and shooting fireworks on a boat, and like he's getting dragged behind a truck. He's just lifting weights and shooting off more fireworks.
I haven't seen that.
No.
Where's that?
On Instagram.
Oh, it's on Instagram?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to send that to me later. That sounds like a really great video to watch. I gotta watch that. Jesus.
I also
People
saw.
are freaking crazy.
Have you seen the firework accidents?
No, is it bad this year? How many people have been injured? Do we know? Is there
I don't know the
number?
statistic, but I've seen videos. I think
there should be a live counter like the COVID deaths.
Oh, yeah,
how many people got hit or like injured by fireworks?
I don't think they'd be able to track it because there's just so much. Like it's like between 10 and 11, it's like just like fucking going crazy.
If people were like self-reporting, man, I mean, but who's gonna report the stupid blunder of blowing off your finger?
Yeah, I saw. I think my favorite one I saw so far was there was a U-Haul truck full of fireworks in Toledo, and they blew up the entire truck. And somebody was recording it, and it literally broke the volume. And they were like 6 houses away from it, so it literally broke the volume on the phone for like I want to say like 6 seconds, and it just kept going for like a minute. It's just fireworks in every direction.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that like SWAT team that went in and confiscated a bunch of fireworks?
Where?
Not too sure. I think it was out west, and it was on the news. Some one of those days. And it blew up. The van blew up, and it shattered windows within a 2-block radius of the truck.
That's crazy.
And it flipped other cars.
That's crazy.
It was such a big explosion. So the reason why that happened was because they were tampering with the fireworks and they were creating IEDs. You know, like the shit that they step on in like the Middle East.
I know what an IED is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an unpopular opinion. I hate fireworks. Too many people get injured and not like. I personally love fires and blowing shit up, but so many people have no idea what the fuck they're doing. There's so many fires created by it, and the chemical output by these fireworks is not good for the environment in any manner. I know a lot of people are going to hate this opinion. Shout out to my boy Goon or Matt, not And. He also has this opinion.
I understand and I respect your opinion. On
you like fireworks?
I like fireworks.
Yeah.
I like fireworks shows. I like lighting off fireworks. But I understand that it causes PTSD in veterans.
Dogs
do not like it. A lot of dogs need like anti-anxiety medication for the 4th of July. I saw a post that the 4th of July is like the day that dogs like get lost the most. Like they run away from home because they're trying to escape the sound of the fireworks.
Yeah, my puppy, he heard a firework for the first time, so he ran in the bushes and was just like shaking the entire time. Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah, man. But people are gonna sell fireworks. They're still gonna light off fireworks. You can't stop everybody. Like, isn't it outlawed in New York?
Buying them, yes. You have to leave the state.
But lighting them off, no.
I think that's also found.
It would make sense that if you can't buy them, that you can't light them off.
But I don't think the cops are like too heavy about it.
Not right now. Like, I have a cop that lives down my street that lights them off. That's like how much the cops don't care about the fireworks in New York. He literally buys them and lights them off.
Did you tell him you hate cops?
I didn't say that.
I tell that to every cop I know.
Well,
I know a few of them.
I'm pro cop, you're anti cop. I'm pro firework, you're anti firework.
Yeah.
This is where it's good. We have a difference of opinions.
Well, I mean, we need them to survive, and there are good cops out there, but god damn,
and there are good
needs reform.
And there are good fireworks out there.
They're all good fireworks, yeah.
But there are a lot of dumb people with fireworks out there.
Yeah, just get a stick of dynamite, open it up, make your own firework. Do it at home, kids. Blow up your hands.
There's literally a place where a bunch of people just go and watch the fireworks in the city. I think it's like Green Lawn or something. I don't know. I think a couple people I knew went.
My favorite fireworks, well, I guess the idea of the chemical compounds that create different colors is interesting, but the fireworks that create like special shapes, like if you ever see the Nintendo ones
like
that
a
had
heart
like
or
Pikachu and like
they do it in Disney too.
Yeah,
they have like Mickey Mouse fireworks.
Those are expensive, but yeah, I love those ones.
Those are cool. Yeah, I like those too. I think like it's gotten to a science now where they can do that, but back in the day, they used to have to light like 3 different fireworks to make a Mickey Mouse, where they have a big one and then 2 small ones at the top for like the ears.
Yeah.
And now they can just light off one that makes a Mickey Mouse.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder when they're gonna be able to make fireworks where like you shoot them off and it's just like fuck you, and then you could like light them off for your neighbor that you hate.
What about fireworks that are animated and they stop moving?
What?
Like they
that would be cool. No,
they stop moving. Yeah,
it's like the drones. Have you ever seen those drones that they do the drone shows? And it's like it looks like Saturn with the rings, and it looks like, I don't know, a stick figure.
No.
You never seen this?
No, I've seen drone racing though. I know that is a thing.
It's a coordinated drone show where they they light up different colors because obviously drones can have lights on them like LEDs. And they are programmed to move around in the sky in like different areas, and depending on where you are, you see like the drones, and they make a shape, and then they change to another shape, and it's like all up to music.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I think it's cool. It's different because you can obviously move an object in like the sky, like make something animated. Like it's not fireworks. Honestly, maybe one day that's gonna replace fireworks. You're gonna have drone shows where you make fireworks in the air, and then you can just make the fireworks sound effects with like speakers on the ground. And then everybody goes to a field and they just watch a bunch of drones in the air.
Maybe.
And then it would stop people from shooting off fireworks. That's the next step, man.
So we buy a drone for
technology.
This podcast?
Drone for the podcast?
Yeah. We get the money.
With what money? We haven't made a dime. We're still down. We're still down money, and we're gonna be down even more money when we have to buy the new wire because this goddamn mic keeps cutting out. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that might be the future. That'd be interesting if they start making drone firework shows.
Yeah. The speakers. I love the idea of speakers.
Just actual playing old fashioned like. Oh, remember when we watched real fireworks? No, it's just drones. That's what fucking us when we become boomers. That's what we're gonna say.
Boomers.
Yeah.
I can't wait until I become old.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna pretend to be like senile and just fuck with people.
You want to be old.
Well, I don't want to.
You don't like being young now.
I don't want to be old. I'm excited for that aspect of getting old. Like, it's not like, oh yeah, I want to wake up every morning, slowly get out of bed, take double the amount of time to go downstairs, have aches and like pains all over my body. But being able to fuck with people and pretend to be senile as an old man, it sounds pretty fun.
So people are gonna think that you lost your faculties, but you're still gonna be all there upstairs.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be fucking with them.
But what happens when? Are you gonna have kids?
Yeah.
You gonna do that to your kids or just like other people?
Other people.
Okay.
I'll tell my kids about it. Yeah.
Tell them like, hey, I'm just gonna go fuck with these people. Because if you just fuck with everybody and you start fucking with your kids, they're gonna put you in a home, and then they're gonna be walking around and you'll be like, I don't need to be in here, and then you're gonna try and fucking break out.
Yeah. Like I pretended to be lost in like a Hilton hotel lobby for 2 hours, and they were too polite to kick me out, and I just kept getting free sit.
You're going to be like the Liam Neeson of old people trying to break out of an old person home. They're definitely going to make that movie now that I think of it.
A lot of old people break out. When I was an EMT, there was a lot of like elderly that would break out of their retirement homes. And they would spry. Like, but it's so funny. A lot of them were like, I fucking hate my kids. They put me in this retirement home. And it's like, This guy's hopping fences. Why is he in this retirement home?
What the fuck?
They're like, he's just like, they sold my house and put me here. I'm like, holy fuck, what? Okay.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
Have you seen that movie?
Elderly abuse. It's a problem that nobody cares about. Elderly abuse.
That's very true. That's very true. Damn, what the fuck is that movie? It's the movie about like where this one woman, she like buys old people's estates
and sells them.
Yeah,
that's fucked. We should kill her.
Well, it's just a movie. I don't know if it was actually based on I Care a Lot. Have you seen that on Netflix?
No.
After this, you need to watch that. I Care a Lot.
I need to.
It's a really good movie.
Have you finished watching Total Recall yet?
I did not.
So maybe
I'll watch that. I'll watch that today. If you watch I Care a Lot later.
How about tomorrow?
Fine. Okay. Whenever. I don't care. Watch it whenever you can. Because you're always watching shit. Watch I Care a Lot on Netflix. Not a sponsor. Obviously. This movie's from back in like January of 2021.
That being said, Netflix, if you like my voice, I will gladly
do a voiceover?
Voiceover or something.
You could definitely do a voiceover for like a Disney Pixar movie.
Me?
Yeah.
What character would I be? Would it be like a villain? Would I be his like stupid assistant?
I don't think you'd be a villain. I could see you being like a cashier at like a library.
Thank you. That's pretty sick.
Yeah. Of like, like a Monsters Inc. like monster where you're like,
I'd be the lady at the desk, Mike Wazowski.
Yeah,
you lost your phones, Mike Wazowski.
Yeah, you basically be that person. You need to like pretend like you smoke cigarettes a little bit more.
Me?
Yeah.
I could just smoke cigarettes, voice. Yeah.
You could just start right now. Like after this podcast, just go buy a pack. So back to the elderly abuse that I Care a Lot. So she like, I'm just going to give you a quick synopsis because you're going to watch it, hopefully. But she figures that she like drives around sometimes and she sees like spry old people. She gets a doctor to write a basically like a doctor's note that this person is unable to take care of themselves anymore. And then she finds this one woman who has a really nice house that she's like, oh, I could sell this house and like take all of her shit and like make a lot of money off of her. Mm-hmm. And she does that, but the mom, because it's like, oh, this person doesn't have anyone to take care of her. She doesn't have any like living relatives. She's the last person. Mm-hmm. But her son is actually in like the mob. And like that's where like the movie gets really interesting. Oh. And it's who's the really short guy from Dinkle something.
Dinkelberg?
No. What's his name? The really short guy.
Danny DeVito?
No. Who's in like that one show that everybody likes with the dragons?
Oh, Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage, yeah. See, Dinkle. I don't know his name, man. I'm really bad with actors' names. Peter Dinklage, yeah. So Peter Dinklage is the mafia guy.
Really?
It's a good movie, man. You should watch
mafioso.
it. A midget mafioso.
That's pretty sick.
Exactly.
Speaking of elderly abuse, I did research on a killer in the EU in high school. Okay. What he would do is he was a doctor, and he would either romance the elderly, type up the will, because this was like old days where he could forge it easy with like a custom-made typewriter, to put his name in the will over the kids. And then he would lethally inject them without them knowing.
Holy shit.
Yeah, get all the money, dip, get another patient, and keep doing it. Because they couldn't trace it. It was like, oh, is this an elderly person who died? But it's like, nah, they're all dying of poison. But
that's crazy.
Nobody's tracking it. Yeah, I think his kill count was like, I think he might still be the #1 killer, for the amount of bodies he dropped. But it was a lot. I think it was upwards. I think it was upwards of like 100. Yeah, maybe 200.
Did he ever get caught?
Yeah, he got caught.
Whoa.
Yeah, one of the daughters like, my mother shouldn't have died. Let's do a biopsy. And like, whoa, something ain't right here. And they check the other bodies. It's like, whoa,
the poison for Cusco.
Don't start.
Cusco's poison.
Don't start.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
Yeah, they called him Dr. Death, I think.
Dr. Death?
Yeah, same thing with the other guy in the U.S., the one who did the ways for people to euthanasia when they wanted to kill themselves. They called him Dr. Death, but he was the original Dr. Death.
The one in the EU? Or
yeah.
The one okay. Wow. Dr. Death is like pretty badass of a name.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like really fucked up what he did.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I think that would be like a Marvel comic, Dr. Death.
Dr. Death?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Doc. People? Doc Ock, that like Dr. Octopus from like Spider-Man, but it would be like, I don't know, Dr. Death, like a witch doctor, and he has like parasite powers with like crows and shit. Maybe
a bone through the nose.
Oh yeah. What? No, that's like a caveman.
It's a witch doctor.
A witch doctor has a bone through the nose?
Yeah.
I was thinking more of like the mask, the bird mask.
Oh, a plague doctor.
A plague doctor.
I want to get one of those masks.
You should.
Yeah, they had. It's not very inefficient.
You think?
In those days. Yeah, no, it didn't stop.
Well,
I mean, it helped, but yeah, it didn't.
Why weren't people wearing those masks for COVID?
They said
that would have been funny.
You know,
imagine we ran out of masks and we had to go back to medieval technology and we're just all wearing those fucking plague masks.
Yeah, well, those people wore those day in and day out, so it smelled awful. They put like lavender in the nose, like the tip.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You could probably put food in there too. Might get a little soggy.
Oh yeah, with the black plague caused by rats. Yeah, good idea. Put food in the tip. Yeah.
The rats will come into your mask and give you a nice black plague.
Yep.
Speaking a lot about medieval times today, man.
Hey, man, I took a course in college.
Really?
Yeah.
What about medieval times?
Yeah, about medieval times, the restaurant. Yeah. Yeah, about medieval, the medieval ages. Yeah.
Did you learn anything cool? Do you want to share?
I love the combat, like the dueling that they did to settle disputes.
Any cool weapons that they'd use?
I think they got the toes at the beginning of combat. It's like, yeah, take your pick.
So just they like have a table and they're like, all right, I get this weapon, you get that weapon, and we're gonna kill each other.
Yeah, but I mean, like a lot of times it's like small villages, so it's like we got a mace, a sword, and it's like that's all we got. Take your pick.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Now kill each other. All right, I got this. So I was walking around my building today at lunch, and I saw this bumper sticker. It was my student can choke out your honor roll student in 30 seconds or less.
That's so bad.
That's so cringy, right?
That's worse than the one that's like, my son is sleeping with your honor roll student. It's like, well, okay.
That's a real sticker?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, people with bumper stickers. All right, so there's two types. There's the ones where like that's stupid and you're stupid, and like exactly the ones we're talking about.
Yeah.
Or they have, well, there's three. There's the conservative ones where they cover it with like American stickers, Punisher stickers, and all that. And then they have the weeb ones where people just like when you go to college and they have anime stickers all over the back of their fucking car as a signal, I don't get laid. Stay away from me, women.
I'm socially awkward and don't know how to talk to women.
Yep.
I also know that there's the Bernie Bros. They have the Bernie 2016 stickers on their car because they just can't get over his loss.
The Bernie Bros?
Yeah, when he lost in the primary.
I think those people just haven't figured out how to scrape the stickers off. Like,
man, actually, those 2016 stickers, they're pretty resilient.
They're holding up, yeah.
Yeah, wow. And then there's like those smiley face stickers and shit like that, and the Keep the Christ in Christmas classic. Classic sticker on the back
what about
the
car. Family ones?
Yeah, like dude, you know what's really sad when it's like a mom and a dad and it's just like 10 dogs.
I saw one and it was really fucked because it was the guy crossed off his wife and kids. I'm like, oh, I guess they got a divorce, but there was like an X sticker over them. I'm like, oh, that's fucked.
Jesus. Damn. Putting the fucking
just take the stickers off, man.
Yeah.
Don't buy another sticker.
Capital X and ex-wife. Jesus Christ.
Dude,
just fucking scrape the sticker off. Why are you going to put another sticker over it?
Yeah. I'm so excited. T-Guns is going to get those Pokemon stickers.
Oh, my God.
I'm so excited for him to put them on somebody's car without telling them.
That's literally, that's like illegal.
It's going to be funny.
Yeah, but that's not cool. He better not put one on my car. I wouldn't be too happy.
You're getting a new car, so even if you did, it wouldn't be an issue.
Eventually, man. Cars are fucking expensive.
Also, I'll help you scrape it off.
Okay, cool.
Just not
as long as he puts it on the window and not on like the paint. The paint's harder to get shit off.
Anybody else who gets the sticker on their car, I will not help you because it's funny. It's really funny.
Damn. What else? What else are we gonna talk about? Edit this out, Jack. Bum bum bum. Yeah.
What time are we at?
We're at like 50 minutes almost. We're not
really.
Yeah, we're almost there.
Well, I probably should talk more because some of our bits weren't that phenomenal.
Yeah, they were a little bit long.
Yeah.
I have another couple. You need to bring some more to the table. Bring something to the table.
Do you want me to tell you a story that was my thought process, like what I could talk about a topic?
Sure, yeah, go for it.
All right, so have you ever given somebody like knowledge that they used like to their benefit almost immediately, and then you've never used it at all, like ever?
I mean, this is gonna sound dumb, but I was never really in relationships in like high school, but people were always asking me for like
dating advice.
Yeah.
People who earn in relationships give the best dating advice. I don't care what you say, it's just what happens.
You know why I think that is? I think it's because, and this is also going to sound sad, you were like imagining like the ideal relationship for like a pretty long time, and then you're listening and you have, I guess, other relationships to like look at and be like, man, I don't want that shit. Like those people are treating each other like trash.
Yeah.
So you're like taking everything in because you're being cerebral. You're like looking around. You're seeing a bunch of shit.
Also, you look at it purely objectively. You know?
Exactly, because you don't have any skin in the game. Your buddy comes up to you and he's like, yeah, man, I don't really know what to do. And you're like, well, just do this. And they're like, oh yeah, but I'm like, and it's like, stop half-assing it. Stop being like a little like in and out. You gotta, commit to something. Either commit to your relationship or commit to like ending it.
That same thing. I used to do that shit all the time. People would come to me for advice. I'm like, I don't date anybody like ever. They're like, yeah, but you give some good advice. I'm like, okay, yeah.
So we were the two guys that would give dating advice?
The two guys, yeah.
So what about you? What were you giving stuff that you weren't actually?
This was just a story I kind of remembered like last night. It was so my big he texted me one day.
You like your big. You talk about him a lot.
Oh, I love my big. He's a very cool guy. But he texted me. He's like, yo, what are you doing right now? I want to study. I'm like, I'm looking at globes of planets and other celestial bodies. He texts me back 2 hours later. He's like, yo, I use that celestial bodies and globes shit because that has a specific name. He's like, and I fucked some girl in the bathroom by using that as an icebreaker because he was in astronomy. I'm like, you motherfucker. I'm like, I gave you that information literally 40 minutes ago, and you already fucked somebody with it. I'm like, what?
Jesus Christ, you were a wingman over text to your big.
Yeah, I didn't know though. It's like kind of wild. That's like being like, yeah, the two types of candy corn color, orange, white, and yellow, and brown, like yellow and white. And then he's like, I got laid off that information. Thank you so much for that. Like,
hey, what's your favorite Halloween candy? Candy corn, mine too. Let's fuck.
Hilarious. Just another way it doesn't work out for me. I give great advice, but I don't use it.
I haven't gotten any good advice recently. Have you gotten any good advice recently? Any like words to live by?
No.
Wait. Besides that, that was really bad. Besides that, I only get up for $1,000 a day.
Oh,
that one guy,
Johnny,
John. Yeah. John from Ocean Beach.
Shout out Security Boys.
Yeah, shout out Charcuterie Boards.
Dude, that guy, when he posted that on Instagram, I'm like, oh my god, he's remembering. Maybe you heard the podcast.
no chance he heard the podcast.
Definitely not.
I don't follow him, so.
Oh, you should.
I should. Yeah, I should.
It's just him driving like in the morning, and then him eating at fancy restaurants. And charcuterie boards, yeah.
Nice. That's just how you want life to be.
Oh yeah.
Eating fancy, living fancy, and waking up early.
Yeah.
Getting after it.
Now I have a question for you. When you do you follow the advice you give? Because one of my issues, like, I give great advice, but I don't always implement it for myself.
I don't all the time. I would say I'm pretty 50-50 on it.
50-50?
Yeah. I'm a good advice giver, but I don't really I don't really follow through on my advice all the time.
Yeah. I'll take that. I'll give myself a 50-50 too.
You don't think you're 100%?
Well, I give great advice, but like I don't follow through.
Do you 100% give great advice, or do you sometimes fuck with people and give them bad advice? Because if you fuck with them, then like you don't really win over their trust.
Well, yeah, but like if I fuck with them with advice, I don't like them, or it's a joke,
Have you given me bad advice?
Everything I tell you is bad advice.
Everything?
No, I was kidding.
That's fucked.
When is the last time you asked me for any advice?
I don't know, man.
Exactly.
Good question. I can't remember.
Yeah, and I'm not in a relationship. Well, you could ask me about relationship advice. I'm single. You know, I'm that guy now.
Oh.
I'm that single guy you asked for relationship advice.
So, relationship advice. No, I'm not doing that.
You don't want to do that. I'm overly romantic.
Really?
My roommates would tell me all the time, like, when you start dating, you're going to be overly romantic. I'm like, in what manner? They're like, gifts, you know.
Are you hopelessly romantic, or are you just picky?
I don't know. I think I'm just lazy.
Lazy? That's a good one. That's a good one.
Well, because I don't know.
Good excuse.
Dating nowadays is fucked. If you're beneath 6 feet, it's fucked. It's toxic. It's a toxic world out there in Tinder and Bumble. What the Hinge?
Well, it's hard if you're under 6 feet for a lot of things.
Yeah, meeting the top self. I could hide in cupboards though, something you can't do.
Yeah, it's true. I can't hide in small
When the
places.
killer comes chasing first, he's gonna go for the big guy first.
Yeah, he's gonna take out the hardest thing.
It has its benefits.
It does. You know, sometimes I wish I wasn't so tall. When I was at my girlfriend's older brother's place upstate, they had a 6 foot doorway.
Oh.
Yeah, so I bashed my head into it like 4 times. Think I got a concussion.
Dang, you must like hate attics then, because they're like so low.
Yeah,
all the
I
time.
mean, crawl spaces suck. Yeah, attics not the best. Yeah, not a fan.
Sucks.
I know they do suck. Do you have any like phobias?
Me?
Yeah.
Dying alone.
Dude,
I'm just
that's not a
kidding,
phobia.
I'm just kidding. I used to be a germaphobe.
Oh yeah, you already talked about that though. Any other phobias?
Like I used to be terrified of spiders.
Arachnophobe?
Yeah, arachnophobe. But now that I've realized like only a certain few are poisonous, I'm like I just memorize what they look like, and it's like okay, I'm fine.
You ever worried about those like Lone Star ticks?
Yes, because I love red meat.
Me too.
Yeah.
Big steak guy.
I can't. When I worked at like Hexa, I was like, I wore high socks and jeans in like 100-degree weather just so I wouldn't get ticks. I was dying.
What was like the most amount of ticks you got at one time?
Probably when I was a kid camping. It was probably like 3.
3?
I'm not like ticks. I'm really good with. I don't get too many ticks. Like when you were hiking and you found one yourself, I didn't find one.
Yeah,
like when I get texts from my friend like, oh, we were hiking together. I wear high socks and jeans, so I don't get ticks too often.
I wore high socks too. They got in my waistband that one time.
They're fast.
Yeah, they're
fast.
They're pretty quick.
If you see one like crawl across the floor, they're really fucking quick.
I went on a hike over the weekend. I went to Norman J. Levy Park.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty nice. It used to be a dump, but then they planted a bunch of trees. They have a pier. It's a nice like 2.3 mile loop. Mm-hmm. I did it twice, and then Jamie almost passed out from heat exhaustion. But you know, it was fun before that happened.
You know what I saw recently on Reddit? I think it was the Make Me Suffer page, and it was this one guy. He went camping. He rolled duct tape on his legs. You know, like where you have the sticky part on the outside. You just keep rolling it around.
Yeah.
So he did that, and he took a picture of one of his legs, and it had like 22 ticks stuck to the tape. Yeah, it was crazy.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was a lot. And I'm like, fuck, okay. I'm going to use this now if I ever go camping. Yeah, I'm just going to tape my legs.
Like, but the opposite way around, so that they just stick to the tape?
Yeah.
But what happens if, like, you step and, like, leaves, like, and shit starts to stick to you?
Then you take the leaf off. I don't know. It's mainly to get the tick. Like you could take off. Like it's not so sticky that you can't remove it. It's just so sticky that the tick can't like get off it.
They have these like covers for your feet, the boots, so that the ticks can't like crawl up your ankles.
Every time, have you ever had a problem with gnats while hiking?
Yeah,
I hate. So every time I go hiking with my my big when I visit him, we go up to a certain elevation and the gnats get so bad once you get past a certain point of the hiking trail because it's a huge steep trail. We never bring bug spray. I probably ate like 12 gnats on the last fucking hiking trip. Yeah, but just because there was so many and we were talking, it's just unavoidable. Like I'm pretty sure like some flew and like one actually flew into my eye and I had to like stop and like fucking like blink and like try to get it out.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Yeah.
Even with the glasses on?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I feel like the glasses, they're like a little windshield. You could just run through the gnats and it wouldn't, fuck with you.
Yeah. Just that one, that one.
So, when we were hiking, we saw a couple things. We saw a baby fox.
A baby fox.
Yeah.
That's
Someone actually posted it on the Facebook group I'm a part of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the woman who posted it, we saw her. We like walked right past her. Yeah, we saw her. We saw the baby fox. We saw a little lizard like crawling around.
Mm-hmm.
A couple different birds. There was this bug that landed on Jamie. It had a face on it. It was one of those bugs that like it closes up and it has a face to like protect itself.
Oh, like the moths?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of like those big moths. I had to like flick it, like shoo it off of her.
Was he like terrified of it?
Yeah, she was scared shitless. She was like, "Oh my god, there's a bug on me! Swat it, hit it!" And I was like, "No, I'm just gonna like, shoo it."
Yeah, that happened to me with when I was waiting for a bus. Mike, my neighbor, he's like, "Man, you got a big spider crawling up you." I'm like, "Ha, Mike, you're so funny." And he's like, "Nah, I'm not kidding." I'm like, "All right, stop playing around."
Was this when you were an arachnophobe?
This was when I was arachnophobe.
Jesus.
And then I looked down and there was a big spider just fucking crawling on me. And it's fucking like I was going crazy. I also, at one point when I was a skater, there was a big spider web nest, and it was a huge spider, like like the round part.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably bigger than my thumb,
Jesus.
for like the back of it. And I ran through the spider web. I looked back, the spider wasn't on the web. I'm like, "Fuck, is it on me?" And I just stopped, and I look at
start hitting random parts of your body.
Yeah, I just stopped, and then I never found it. I'm like, to this day, I'm like, I don't know what happened to that spider.
I've been bit by spiders like a couple, I don't know, probably a handful of times.
Mm-hmm.
They were like little baby spiders. They infiltrated my room. It was so scary. I would fall asleep at night after I killed like 10 or 20 spiders on my ceiling. They were just little baby ones, and I was on the top bunk, so I was really close to them, and I was sleeping, and I woke up in the middle of the night because one of them like crawled into my mouth, and I was like choking on a spider.
Oh my god!
It was a little baby spider. Yeah, it was the scariest thing.
It's that you swallow a certain amount of spiders every year. It's real, guys.
Yeah, it literally is real. You literally swallow a certain amount of spiders.
Well, they like that kind of environment, warm and
moist,
humid and moist. Yeah.
So then the reason that I found out was, one, we could see the spiders on the ceiling, but two, like I was getting dressed for like school, and I had like 10 spider bites on my ass. Like it was I guess it was a swamp, like the summer, it was like swamp ass, warm, moist. My ass was a nice spot for them to just bite.
They were just nesting. They were building webs in your like the crack.
Yeah, right on my cheek.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that was the fucking scariest thing in my childhood.
I think my arachnophobia stemmed from a Grimm Tales show with spiders. Yeah, so it was a horror show, and there was like these huge spiders. And in one part of the show, they had horses, and when they opened their mouths, it was spider webs in their mouths that were like just like spreading, and like while they were opening their mouth, and that terrified me as a kid.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would like spider webs like signify and like those like death and shit like that. Like they would always be in skulls, like spiders just crawling through like the eye sockets of like skulls and shit. Like, dude, spiders fucking suck.
Yeah. Not that good. They get rid of other pests, but I'm
some
terrified
people have
of them.
spiders as like pets.
It's so unnatural.
Those people are crazy.
My sister wanted a pet tarantula. I'm like, over my dead fucking body.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you had an exotic pet.
I had a gecko. I had a bearded dragon.
Yeah.
It's not exotic.
Who has bearded dragon?
Like 4 people I know.
Come on.
All right.
You're the only person I know that has a bearded dragon. Had a bearded dragon as a pet. R.I.P.
Okay.
Rip.
Nikki had snakes.
I know.
Yeah.
I've heard. I never saw, but man, you want to talk about your bearded dragon?
He's dead.
Well, I know, but
yeah.
How was it to own like an exotic pet?
He was a fat little asshole. So
he wasn't fun. You didn't like enjoy having a bearded dragon?
I trained him so that like he got used to, like having human touch him. Like I'd have him on my shoulder while I was like, watching stuff on Netflix. So,
would he like bite you and shit?
No. Sometimes he'd hiss if he was like in a bad mood.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So,
I would get scared of him. I would like not be able to fuck with a hissing bearded dragon.
You just don't fuck with him. He's in a bad mood,
Really?
Yeah.
So like, did he have certain days where he was just like fucking pissed off?
Yeah.
No, was it like Mondays, or was it like a female bearded dragon where it was like on its period?
No, it was a male, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his name was Reptar.
Reptar, the bearded dragon.
Yep.
Did it look like Reptar? I don't think I've ever seen a photo of him. Maybe not recently. Maybe I don't recall.
This is a bearded dragon. I definitely sent photos of him in Snapchat.
Definitely.
Especially with him chilling on my shoulder while I was watching stuff like movies with friends. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I'd probably remember that.
So now I'm stuck between replacing him with a snake or becoming a James Bond villain and getting a fish tank.
Not a snake.
So becoming a James Bond villain.
Snakes
and
are
getting a fish
scary.
tank.
Cause like, what if you leave it open and the snake escapes? Then it's just like in your room. It could be in like your shoe. You could like put your shoe on, and you just have to really take care of him.
And what's the issue there? He wouldn't like try to kill me.
No, but like, like it's really easy to lose a snake. Like snakes can like slither into like spots that you can't get to.
Well, unless
like,
they get like a giant
into
one.
like those floorboard like heaters, and then they just crisp up and die. It's sad. That's like how a lot of like snakes, they like crawl into stuff that they don't know is gonna like kill them. So I personally wouldn't get a snake unless you're just gonna like keep them in the tank, and like the only times you take them out are when like you're gonna play with them and stuff.
Like a kid in a refrigerator, but
Yeah.
pre-1969. That's I think when they had the bill passed for the refrigerators to open from the inside too.
Oh man,
Yeah.
kids would get stuck in there.
Hide and seek. A lot of them would die.
Jesus, really?
Yeah, because it just closed.
My
And it's an
uncle,
airtight seal.
my uncle put a cat in the freezer.
Did it die?
No.
You could get a pet fly by putting it in the freezer. So what you do is you catch it, you put it in the freezer, and then it stops moving because it enters a vegetative state or almost dead like coma, and then you put a string around it, and then when its body heats up, you just have a fly on a string.
That sounds so dumb. I bet you people do it though.
Definitely, yeah.
That's so weird. I had a chinchilla.
That's pretty cool.
Chinchillas are pretty cool.
I want to get a ferret. I like ferrets.
My buddy Ben had 2 ferrets, Sigma and something else. I can't remember the other ones.
He also had a sword on his wall.
A sword? Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Wasn't it like a katana?
No, it was like a claymore. It was like a longsword type deal.
Oh shit.
Yeah, my friend Chris, my other neighbor, he also had a family heirloom sword, and that one had like a seal.
Heirloom sword?
Yeah, it had like a scabbard and everything, and like they hang it on the wall.
That's badass.
Yeah.
I wish I had something like an heirloom to like pass down. I don't really have that.
Just buy one. Start it now.
Start it now?
Yeah.
What should I buy? We're gonna figure out my family heirloom right now on the podcast.
What do you want? You don't have a family crest. I have a family crest. Back
I do.
In Italy.
I
Oh,
do
you
have a family crest. Yeah, Ireland has family crests.
So you should get like a ring.
A ring?
Yeah, get like a
That would be
nice
pretty
ring.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna get a.
A ring with the crest on it?
Well, maybe not with the crest, but yeah, if I would, I'd get like the gem. I'd either get the actual ring you use for ink, you know, like where you use it on the envelope and you put the ring down.
Ah, yes, where you can stamp it.
Yeah,
But
either that.
But that's so old fashioned. You need like a candle wax and.
Yeah, well, either that or one with the gemstone, and the gemstone is carved out, so you see the image on the gem.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
A little expensive, but you know.
Hey, it's an heirloom.
It's
you
true.
know?
It is.
You're passing it
So
down.
do you pass down the heirloom when you die, or do you pass it when like the kid is like old enough?
I feel like it's when the kid is old enough.
Okay.
Right? Like,
When's old enough?
It's up to you. Right?
True. It's up to your discretion.
And also, you have to choose the kid that gets it.
Maybe when they become a man.
You have to choose the kid that gets it.
True. If you only have one, that's fucked.
Yeah, you got 3 kids. You're like, all right, Tony, you get the expensive ring. Sorry, Sally.
It would just be the firstborn.
Yeah.
That's how you settle it.
Or the most favorite.
True. The most favorite?
Or the most responsible. Like, I think I'm... Sometimes the youngest can be more responsible.
That's thundering and lightning outside.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't look like that earlier.
Yeah.
Jeez. It's getting pretty bad.
My EMT instructor got called to a call once. Somebody got hit by lightning.
No way.
It stopped his heart. He went to his car before he died, put his hands on his car. The lightning struck his car, restarted his heart, and he was fine. So because he got hit by that second strike of lightning, he lived.
So he literally your EMT guy and your EMT guy knows someone who got struck by lightning twice.
Well, not personally. It was like
He went to a call and met the guy who got struck by lightning twice.
Yeah.
That's insane. I thought that your car was supposed to protect you from lightning because the wheels were rubber.
Well, he was on the outside.
Yeah, but the wheels are rubber. Isn't that supposed to ground the lightning? You're not supposed to get hit by lightning if you're in your car?
I don't know how it works.
So you're telling me that I'm driving in my car, I could get struck by lightning?
Well, you're not supposed to touch stuff when you get struck by lightning. You're not supposed to touch the doors, you know. You're not supposed to touch the steering wheel. You're supposed to just sit there for a bit.
What?
Yeah.
You're lying. Cars can't get struck by lightning.
Cars can't get struck by lightning?
How did this guy get struck by lightning twice? Are you serious?
Well, the first one hit him in his body. Have you ever seen the scarring tissues from lightning? It looks like a leaf.
No.
Like the veins.
Whoa.
Also cool. Terrible, but cool.
Like trees, houses, and people, anything outside is at risk of being struck by lightning when thunderstorms in the area, including cars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I went this entire... Dude, I literally thought that if you're just fucking wearing rubber, you're fine.
No. What, you thought if you got struck by lightning and you had like
yeah,
rubber
and you have
soles?
like rubber soles in your shoes, you're just fine.
No.
Like rubber tires on your car?
No.
Is this like a common misconception? Do people think that?
Yes, it's a common misconception. That's like same thing with people who touch like an electric fence. Like that's less voltage. You're still gonna get shocked even if you have rubber soles.
Dude, that makes so much sense when you think about it as like an electric fence and not just like a bolt of lightning.
Yeah.
But I feel like, man, he got struck by lightning twice.
And the bolt of lightning doesn't always like it has
That's
It has
crazy.
an entrance and an exit.
Yeah, it goes right into the ground.
Not always.
Well, yeah, if you're touching something, it goes into that.
Yeah.
Wow, getting struck by lightning, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever have any close encounters with like a storm or like being struck by lightning?
Yes, when I was riding my bike, me and Chris, the hairs on our necks stood up, and like a bolt of lightning like struck the ground like a block away, and we saw it hit the ground, and it was like ear-shatteringly loud.
Jesus.
And we just like, we're going home. Like we just biked, we booked it home. But yeah,
Wow.
that was like the closest encounter I had with lightning. I didn't do any of the precautions. You're supposed to get down close on the ground, knees down.
Yeah, like if you're in a field, you're supposed to just lay down, right?
No, I think
like if there's nothing around you, you're supposed to get really low.
Yeah, you squat down really low, like almost fetal position, but you're still squatting, and then yeah, it's gonna be really close if you feel the hair stand up and you hear that static before the lightning, which is the air like getting energized, and then the bolt of lightning just crashes.
So, you hear something before the lightning strikes?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that it was just the thunder.
No, you've never heard like the staticky noise, like it just sounds like
yeah
before lightning.
Yeah,
that's the air getting like energized, and then you hear the huge
punch right out of the sky.
Yeah.
Jeez, dude, nature is crazy.
Yeah,
that's so nuts. That is just a bunch of particles like rubbing together, and like it's basically like when you're walking around your house in like socks and you just shock your brother.
Yeah,
like because you know you have the static shock.
I'm the god of
that
lightning.
Goes through people. Oh, did you ever do that thing in like science class where the teacher like static shocks somebody and then you make the chain?
No.
You never did that?
No.
I think I was in biology, dude. I have a couple biology stories we could talk about real quick. It's just stupid shit, but so you shock the first person. It's like the shock pen. You shock the first person and they get shocked. They're like, I got shocked, and it goes right to the ground. And then you shock the second person. It goes from them to the next person because you're holding hands. So then we did it so that everyone in the class basically, because I guess it was a strong enough voltage where it went from one person and the last person on the line felt it. It was pretty cool.
It's a closed circuit.
Yeah.
But
wild.
I hated those middle school, and high school chairs because they would shock me all the time. Like you'd be reaching down, you'd touch like the like bolt in it.
Oh yeah.
And you get shocked. Yeah. I hated that.
Why is that? I don't even know.
I don't know.
That's wacky.
Probably because people just constantly moving in them, you know?
Probably. The friction and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that happened. And also I think in like 8th grade, this was in middle school.
We had a
no. We had a burping contest. Don't ask me why. Wow, that was a pretty big lightning.
No.
I mean thunder. We had a burping contest, and guess who won?
You?
It was a girl.
Did you get struck by lightning after?
I didn't do it, dude. I didn't know how to burp. But there's an art to burping.
Yeah.
You just like suck in air and like also drink water or whatever you're drinking. They drink sodas.
Yeah, you get suck in air and burp.
That was a really bad one. That was really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do a good one.
Can't do it.
I used to be able to burp the alphabet.
I'm
gonna throw up. Holy shit!
I love when girls in high school like some girls in high school be like the first conversation you have with them, like, I could burp the alphabet. I'm like,
trying to pick up chicks.
What an unappealing like property to say about yourself immediately.
And then you just burp, I love you.
No, the girl would say like, I can burp the alphabet. I'm like,
ooh, you can burp the alphabet.
Like, ooh, how unappealing.
All right, we did an hour and 15. We can cut some stuff out of this.
Winging it.
Winging it. That was alright. That wasn't the best, wasn't the worst, but I think it was good.
We covered. That was an informational one.
Yeah.
That was a learning episode. We should title it "Learning Episode."
All right. Do you want to do the closing? We'll say
7, right?
We'll say yeah. So I don't know. Well, I already said it's episode 7. You don't have to say it. Just be like thanks for listening. This was Canoecast. Like and subscribe. Hit those notifications, pussy. Or no, I'm kidding.
Hey everybody!
No,
thanks.
don't say hey because it's the end of the episode.
Oh, thanks for listening. This is Matt, and
you don't have to do that. You could just say this was Canoe. This is Matt. This is Canoecast featuring Matt and Jack, and
hit that subscribe,
subscribe, all that good stuff.
Thanks for listening. This was Canoecast episode 7 with Matt and Zach. Hit that like and subscribe button, and please post comments. We're always learning and improving, like an AI.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Oh my God.
Hit the music.